Alright, if you could turn with me to Mark 12. Alright, let's go back there. I'll just start reading these. In verse 17 it says, And Jesus answered unto them, Render unto Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and to God the things that are God's. And they marveled at him. Most people are wondering, you might be wondering what this has to do. Well, if you look back at verse 13, verse 17, it's talking, we're trying to stump Jesus with his words. And right here they're asking, what about Caesar's stuff? Is it his? Is it God's? And he said, all right, give me a penny. They went to go get him a penny, he got him a penny. They showed him the face. He said, who is this? He said, Caesar. He said, and then this thing that Jesus said is the rendering the Caesar part. It's basically saying, give to Caesar the things that are his, and just give to God the rest. Because at the end of the day, it's all his.
Right.
That's right.
Amen.
My first point is give unto God.
Amen. That's good stuff.
The first, if you think about it, giving unto God is wonderful.
Amen.
Take money, for example. You give money to God. In Mark 10:21, it says, and Jesus, according to him, loved him, and said unto him, one thing thou lackest, go thou and sell whatever thou hast, and give unto the poor. He said, if you just take your things and just give it to God, you just sell it and give the money to the poor. It's basically like, at this point, it's like saying, give them to God, just give them to God. Have you ever tried out giving God? It'd be one of the best things you can ever do.
You're right about that.
What about giving yourself? Going off of what Kobe said, are you a servant, or have you given yourself to God? Alright, I want you everybody raise your hand if you've been called to something. Servant, missionary, pastor, evangelist, preacher's wife. Everybody that raised their hand has said, I've given my life to God. It's his to control.
Amen.
It's like that song that says, I've given my life to God, it's his to control. You can never outgive God with yourself or money.
Amen, buddy. That's good stuff.
In Proverbs 23:26, my son, give me thine heart, and let thine eyes observe my ways. It's another way of saying, watch me, son, watch me, and just look upon and do the ways that I've done. And in 2 Timothy 2:15, it says, study and show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly divided the truth of the word.
Amen.
Saying, if you just give unto God and you become a workman of His,
That's right.
You know, God could use you to lead 100 people to Christ,
Amen.
1,000 people to Christ,
Sure.
or even an entire country.
Sure.
That's
Yes.
right. Amen.
The second point is who. The reason I say this is because back in Mark 17, it says, render unto Caesar. Who's your Caesar in your life?
Oh, that's
Is
good
it the
stuff.
wealthy? What about Luke 16:19 through 31? The rich man and Lazarus. Okay, will you give them in fact, you could take what Jesus said and change it. Render to the rich man the things that are the rich man's, and unto God the things that are God's. You can give it to him because it doesn't matter. It's not his. Because, like I said, once he dies, it's not his.
That's right.
It's God's.
Right. That's right.
In Genesis 1:1, it says, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. It says, and everything that we have here, pulpit, the chairs, the floor, everything was made by him.
Amen.
We just use the things that are his. So at the end of the day, it's rightfully his.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I asked there when I was preaching, I asked for someone famous. And a little kid had said Ronald Reagan. You just give him to him because at the end of the day, it's not his, it's the Lord's.
Amen.
What about someone you know? I went to public school. It's a hard life to go to public school.
Right.
Trying to live at public school and a church. It's really hard trying to keep your testimony. And most of you guys know what I've gone through in public school. It can be some popular kid. You can tell the difference between a popular kid and a popular kid. Popular kid spends his time and money on everything that's here. It's going to be a fad. It's going to be gone.
Sure.
Yeah.
One day it's going to be everybody's going to be chasing this, and another they're going to be chasing this.
Yeah, you're right.
Because it's not. Because at the end of the day, there isn't really anything worth here on earth other than God.
Yeah.
What about some bully? You may know a bully.
Yeah.
You could be being bullied right now,
Sure.
and no one ever know. The reason I'm preaching this is not because it's because God called me, but more than that, it's just to tell you that maybe you're not alone.
Amen.
If you just give yourself to God, I'm pretty sure you'll find out that a lot more people are giving to God.
That's right.
That's right. Amen. Good stuff.
I'm just going to leave you off with this. But you give to God the things that are God's, and don't worry about everybody else.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's good.
Amen.
Amen.
Hey.